Hello everyone, welcome to the market outlook for the week. Gaurang Shah here from Geojit Financial Services, and after making a new lifetime high last week of somewhere close to about 16,700 on the Nifty spot and 56,118 on the Sensex, we saw a little bit of giving up on the gains on Friday last week with some amount of profit booking. And as we returned for the trade this morning, well, the beginning was definitely on the positive note. But as we went through the day, uh, we did see a lot of choppiness and volatility. And at one point of time, the markets today actually went and touched the low of Friday's low that were made on Sensex and Nifty. Uh, then, of course, we've seen a recovery. And as I speak to you, Nifty is up about 40 odd points and about 200 points gain on the Sensex. There is a feeling of this choppiness and volatility to continue for this week, and given the fact that we have the FNO expiry, I think as we go closer to that expiry of the futures and options, the choppiness and volatility will definitely be very, very high. In fact, in our last conversation last week on Monday, I did mention that there should be a little bit of consolidation profit booking, no major upside or downside. But the intraday volatility throughout last week, especially on Friday and today, that is Monday afternoon, has been a little bit elevated level. And this may, be a little bit more choppiness and volatility on the higher side as we approach the FNO expiry. Broader markets continue to see pressure with your mid and small cap indices again witnessing profit booking, including Bank Nifty has seen a little bit of profit booking. And in fact, last time and the week before that, as an investment opportunity, I did mention about banking and finance as one sector which you can take opportunity of this weakness and get invested into strong frontline private sector banks, select public sector banks, and of course NBFCs. And we continue to have that view. And our understanding is, Georgit, that there should be slow and slight improvement coming through in the earnings for banking and finance as we approach the second, third, and the fourth financial quarter, and of course the next financial year, given that there is positivity in terms of the unlocking and of course recovery of principal and interest. So I think banking and finance should be on your radar. Along with that, of course, IT has been buzzing, and you've seen tremendous rally throughout the week last, and even today as I speak to you, friends. The top 2 or 3 gainers amongst the large cap are IT names. And our view is, and if you have to go by the verbatim of the management in terms of business outlook, has been extremely, extremely strong. So I think IT will continue to perform. You might see some days of profit booking, but those profit booking days in the IT names, our sense is that should be identified as investment opportunity. So starting with your large cap names like TCS, Infosys, HCL Tech, Mahindra, certain mid cap names like Persistent System, Mindtree, uh, Coforge, Cyient Limited, including L&T Infotech and Technologies, on which in fact on L&T Technologies we had given a subscribe during the IPO when it was open for subscription some time back. And post that, I think if you reflect upon the floor price or the price at which both these IPOs or shares were allotted, L&T Infotech and Technologies, they have given super phenomenal gains in terms of long-term investors on earning visibility. And I think IT will continue to hog the limelight, and you will see smart money getting into IT sector as and when the correction comes through. Rupee dollar, well, rupee is trading somewhere close to about 74.25, 74.30, and I think that's going to be a broad range. 74, 74, 35, 40 is going to be the rupee dollar equation. And on the crude oil front, significant downtick. In fact, 66.46 or thereabout is the Brent per barrel price in dollar terms, and NYMEX is trading at 63.25, 63.30. Considerable downtick. And along with that, friends, we've seen some reduction in diesel prices as well from the levels which they were trading at in terms of per liter prices for our domestic consumption. Petrol, however, has not seen any significant change, and guess is that further downtick in crude oil prices should also reflect upon lower prices for both petrol and diesel for domestic consumption. Overall, my sense is that because of the F&O expiry, like I mentioned earlier, you should see some choppiness and volatility. And remember one thing, after making a lifetime high, uh, I have always given a view that, once the market makes an all-time high, it is prudent to see a little bit of profit booking in consolidation. And it is even healthy for the market in terms of long-term approach for an opportunity for those investors who possibly had missed out on investing into equity markets. But I would this time around, request once again to focus on large cap names, because I think small cap, there is still a little bit of pressure. Mid cap, pockets of underperformance and pockets of outperformance. You will definitely see, and as I mentioned last time, I think you'll see opportunity in IT, you will see opportunity in pharma. Mid cap, I'm talking about. So mid cap pharma, mid cap IT, mid cap FMCG, cement, metals, discretionary companies will definitely see some traction coming through in terms of investment. But certain pockets will continue to underperform as far as small and mid cap universe is concerned. So be a little bit careful, just in case if you are trying to venture into broader markets. You need to be extremely sector specific in terms of mid cap ideas. Small cap preferably avoidable, given the kind of scope of underperformance that is likely to come and last for some amount of time. Fund flows remain extremely robust, and our sense is that whenever you see correction, somewhere close up to about 16,400 or 60,500 on the Nifty spot, that's the place where you will see smart investors nibbling into long-term investment ideas and strong fundamental companies. And I would advise you to do that, especially this time around. The sector pick is going to be IT, frontline and mid-cap IT names that I've just mentioned. And of course, along with that, financial, banking and finance is also something that you should possibly have your eyes on. No major uptick, downtick, but yes, volatility could be high as we approach the futures and options expiry day. With this, I will take your leave. Thank you very much for your patient hearing. See you again next week. But once again, remembering all of you all, go by COVID appropriate behavior, stay at home, stay safe. Until next week, take care and bye-bye.